Today's lesson is about property assessment tax, the tax levied on all holdings or properties in order to cover municipal expenses, such as rubbish collection, drain maintaining public parks. I would like to share a story that is related to our lesson. Nancy is an incredibly stunning model, with a captivating presence that leaves you in awe. Her striking features and impressive portfolio make her a sought-after talent in the industry. She has achieved mastery in Taekwondo, demonstrating exceptional skill, technique, and dedication in the martial art. She also possesses great skill and talent in the art of dancing. Owning a home is her desire, but the commitment worries her.
I want to buy a house.
She seeks a home that truly captures her heart and fulfills her dreams.
Which house can I buy?
At last, her search for the perfect home came to an end when she stumbled upon a magnificent house in the world. She is overjoyed to have purchased a house and is currently enjoying her life.
La 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 la.
During her leisure time, she enjoys doing fitness workouts and spending time in the lake. Suddenly, it is raining heavily. She always goes to the lake by jogging, so she is forced to run back home. Finally, she has reached her home. She discovered a letter in her post box. She realizes that she has not paid her taxes.
Oh my God, I forget to pay the tax.
Okay, what would happen if we choose not to pay this tax? You have a legal obligation to pay your quit rent, parcel rent, and assessment rates. That means if you fail to pay, you're likely to receive a financial penalty. First, a notice for payment will be issued. A penalty charge on arrears is likely to be imposed if you fail to pay. She has made the decision to pay.
I want to go and pay now.
She made it a priority to visit them and pay immediately, demonstrating her reliability and commitment to fulfilling her obligations. She realizes the importance of taxes.
I want to learn about tax.
Hi everyone, in this video I will be teaching you property assessment tax. So in property assessment tax there are three sections, easy, medium and hard. I will be teaching you the easiest one. So when you want to calculate the property assessment tax, there are two formulas that you have to use. The first formula is property assessment tax equals to property assessment tax rate times with annual value. So, normally in the question there will be given the value of property assessment tax rate, but the annual value will not be given. So you have to find the value of annual value to calculate the property assessment tax. So to find the annual value, you have to use the formula 2. The formula 2 is annual value equals to estimated monthly rental times with 12 months. So in your questions, there will be given you estimated monthly rental. The value of estimated monthly rental, you have to times with 1 year, which is 12 months, to get the annual value. After you find the annual value, you have to times the annual value with property assessment tax rate to get the value of property assessment tax. So this is the formula for property assessment tax. So now let's go to the example. Okay. Hamdi has a house in Durian Orchard in Sekamat. The value of the house in Hamdi's orchard land in the current year is 60,000. Calculate the property assessment tax for 1 year if property assessment tax rate is 0.05%. So in this question, it's clearly given that we have two values that are given in this question. First is the annual value. Okay, in this question they say that the value of the house in Amdi's Orchardland in the current year is 60,000. So 60,000 is the annual value. That means the value of the house for 1 year. Okay, so this is the annual value for Amdi. Okay, calculate the property assessment tax payable for 1 year if property assessment tax rate is 0.05. So this 0.05 percentage is the property assessment tax rate. So in this question, they have been given the property assessment tax rate and also the annual value. So now you can find the property assessment tax with using the formula 1. So the formula 1 is property assessment tax equals to property assessment tax rate times with annual value. So now the property assessment tax rate is 0.05 percentage. Times with the annual value is 60,000. So the answer you will get is Rm 30 ringgit. So the property assessment tax that should be paid by Hamdi for 1 year is Rm 30 ringgit. Okay, so I hope you can understand this question. Okay, let's go to the second one. Okay, the second question is Shahid has a one-story terrace house in Hulu, Selangor. The estimated rental rate per month is 500 ringgit. Calculate the total property assessment tax per year for the Shahid's house if the property assessment tax rate is 8%. Okay? That means in this question, they are giving you two values. First is estimated rental rate per month and also the property assessment tax rate. So now you have to use, you can't calculate 500 times 8% to get the property assessment tax because you haven't get the annual value. After you find the annual value, then only you can times it with the property assessment tax rate to find the value of property assessment tax. So the first thing you have to do is you have to find the annual value. So annual value is equals to estimated monthly rental times with 12 months. Okay, annual value is equals to estimated monthly rental times 12 months. So they are giving you the estimated monthly rental 500 ringgit. So Rm 500 times with 12 to get 1 year's annual value. So you will get Rm 6,000. Okay, so this is the annual value. Okay, now you can calculate the property assessment tax with using the formula 1, which is property assessment tax rate 8% times with the annual value 6,000. So you will get 480 ringgit. So this so Shahid should pay around 480 ringgit for the property assessment tax for 1 year. Okay, so I hope you can understand. That's all from me. Thank you for listening.
Greetings everyone. Today we will learn about property assessment tax, which is medium level question. I hope you all will understand, which is explained by Monisha in the previous video. Okay, the calculation of property assessment tax. Property assessment tax rate, actually it is set by the local authority, which is based on location and type of property. Okay, let's see the question. Farisha owns a residential house in Ampang. She received property assessment tax bill from Ampang Jaya Municipal Council. Given that the annual value is 7,600 ringgit and the property assessment tax rate is 5%. Calculate the property assessment tax payable by Farisha for each half year. That means we want to calculate total property assessment tax first. Okay, the formula of property assessment tax is property assessment tax rate times with annual value. Okay, what they give for property assessment tax rate? For property assessment tax rate, they give 5%. So the annual value is 7,600 ringgit. Okay, now we calculate that. 5% times 7,600. So how much we get? 380 ringgit. Okay, the second one, they ask property assessment tax for each half year. So we write first. How we can get the answer is we divide the property assessment tax with 2. And then the answer is 190 ringgit each half year. Okay, so this is from me. Thank you.
Madam Tan owns a terrace house in Johor. The property assessment tax is 7%. It is estimated that the house rental is 3,000 per month. Calculate the property assessment tax payable by Madam Tan for each half year. We will use the formula 2 to find out the annual value, which is estimate monthly rental. It's given 3,000 times with 12. We will get 36,000. And now we have to find out the property assessment tax payable. To find out the property assessment tax payable, we have to use the formula 1, which is property assessment tax equals to property assessment tax rate times annual value. Now we will times 7 over 100 times 36,000, so we will get 2,520. The property assessment tax payable for half year, we have to divide 2,520 with 2 and we get 1,260. So property assessment tax for each half year is 1,260.
Okay, let's start off with our first quiz. Arul bought a residential house in Malacca. It is given the property assessment tax rate is 3% and the annual value of the house is 7,945 ringgit. Calculate the property assessment tax payable by Arul for each half year. To get the answer, we have to divide the tax rate, which is 3%, that is equals to 3 over 100, and times that with annual value of the house, which is 7,945 ringgit. Then you will get the answer, which is 238 ringgit 35 cents for per year. To get property assessment tax for each half year, you have to divide the per year amount with 2. Then the last answer you will get 119 ringgit 18 cents. Okay, let's move on to our second quiz. Cindy is required to pay Rm 768 ringgit per year to the City Council according to her property assessment tax bill. Given that the estimated monthly rental of the property is Rm 1,280 ringgit. What is the rate of the property assessment tax? Okay, for the answer, we have to find out the annual value first. For that, times the estimated monthly rental, which is Rm 1,280 ringgit with 12. Then, you will get the answer, which is Rm 15,360 ringgit. To get the property assessment tax rate, you have to divide Rm 768 ringgit with Rm 15,360 ringgit. Then you will get the answer, which is 0.05. Then you have to times 0.05 with 100%. Lastly, you will get the answer, which is 5%. Our last quiz. Jia Jun and Zi Ming bought a condominium in Selangor after they married. They received their property assessment tax bill from Selayang Municipal Council. Unfortunately, Zi Ming lost the bill, but she knows that the property assessment tax rate is 4% and the property assessment tax payable by them is Rm600 for each half year. Calculate the annual value of the condominium owned by Jia Jun and Zi Ming. To get the property assessment tax, you have to times 60, which is the property assessment tax payable for each half year. Then we have to find out the annual value. Divide Rm1200 ringgit with 4%, just like how it shows in the slide. Change the 4% to point form. Lastly, you will get the answer, which is Rm30,000 ringgit.
I believe that this story can help you understand the details of property assessment tax. We are going to end our lesson for today. Thank you.